and Nissan Rogue. The Jeep 2008 Wrangler received the lowest score. Chris.
All right, Vida, thank you much. You know, lots of activities going down next week for the DNC, and one of the most spectacular sites will be set up in Civic Center Park. It's an exhibition called Pictures of You, Images from Iran. It is a traveling installation of Iranian portraits that has its roots in both photojournalism and in fine art. Now, Tom Laughlin is the Crested Butte artist behind this exhibit, joining us live in studio. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we all know that, as you were just saying, art, like it or not, can be political, and this has already sparked some controversy. Folks see this as what? Why are they upset?
I'm not sure why they're upset. That's part of what I want to find out. You know, what happens when you put pictures of Iranians out on the American landscape? How do people respond? What I'm finding is some people are delighted to see this, and some people are very much angered by this, and that's what we want to learn.
But what was your hope with this installation? Trying to put a face to the people of this country, or trying to educate folks about the culture? What was your inspiration?
My motivation, my message, if there is one, is simply this: we're all made of the same flesh. You can draw your own conclusions about what that means in terms of foreign policy, but we're all human beings, and that's what I'm trying to say. What's interesting to me is how people respond to that message.
Because it's harder to hate somebody or hate a culture if you put a face with the culture.
I think that's right. What
specifically did you use? I mean, it looks, from what I've seen in the pictures, spectacular. What did you use to put this whole thing together?
Well, it's been a major effort. There have been dozens and dozens of people behind this effort. We have some new printing technology. The show would have been impossible a year ago, so this really is something that nobody's ever seen before.
And let me ask you specifically, I mean, again, why specifically? This seems to be a hot spot. A lot of Americans are talking about, would we have military action in Iran? Is that why you chose this nation as opposed to the many other hot spots around the globe?
Well, the show would be a lot less interesting, I think, if it were about Canada, not Iran. But yes, it's very much on my mind that a lot of the dialogue that you hear in the media, you hear, you know, our government officials talking about Iran as a threat. We're not addressing those issues. All we're trying to do is start from a point of compassion and mutual understanding and let people draw their own conclusions from there.
And Tom, it's obviously multimedia. If folks want to come by and see it during the week of the convention, are there certain hours that it will be functional, or is it nonstop, or what's the best time to go see this thing?
We'll be open to it's free and open to the public in Civic Center Park on Monday and Tuesday between 8 a.m. and 11 p.m. For me, I think the most interesting time will be around sunset. There are lights in the installation that start to really take effect as the sun comes down. So I would say 7:30 or 8 p.m. would be a great time to come by and see the show.
And are you hoping, Tom, that maybe Hillary or Barack might stroll through at one point, take a look?
If I were either of those two, I'd stay miles away from me. I don't think they want to be seen anywhere near my installation.
All right, Tom. Hey, best of luck with the exhibition next week. We appreciate you coming to the studio.
Thanks, Chris.
Take it easy, my friend. Looks beautiful and fascinating.
Thank you.
All right, we got more news to pass along. He's gone bananas. Still ahead, a monkey that tries to hop on the subway.